everyone, Caffeine Man here with a super short video on the Red Bull Spring Edition Grapefruit and Blossom coming right up. Hello again, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. And in today's video, we're going over the Red Bull Spring Edition, their new flavor for the spring. This one being the Grapefruit and Blossom Edition. And why is it going to be a super short video? Well, because I actually already reviewed this and there was a little misunderstanding between me and my wife. She said, at Walmart, do you want me to check for the Red Bull? I said, yes, please. She went, she looked for it, she couldn't find it. And while she was checking out, she saw that they had just 2 cans left at checkout. She was able to grab them both for me and bring them home. And at home in my fridge is a special fridge. It was not a special fridge, it's a regular fridge, but what we do is kind of special. The bottom shelf has a Lazy Susan on it, and it has all the energy drinks that her and I drink, and those are also drinks that we can offer to other people when they come over the house. We have a special drawer that is just the Caffeine Man review drawer, which has all the new drinks or all the drinks I will be reviewing this week or within the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending on how many drinks that I found. So we have the review drawer and we have the Lazy Susan, which is for the general public. Not that we have many people over. Since she bought 2, she put one in the Lazy Susan, one inside the drink shelf, and when it came time for the review, I reviewed the Red Bull Spring Edition Grapefruit and Blossom sugar-free. And I was thinking, well, they only had 2 left, so I'm only going to be able to review the sugar-free. Maybe I'll go back and review the sugar one, but who knows, maybe I won't. But then, to my surprise, about a week later, I was going through the little spinner to find what I wanted to drink. Nothing caught my eye until I saw the Red Bull sugar-free edition, and I was like, maybe I'll have that. But wait a second, there's no sugar-free logo on here. And because I didn't look at the drinks when she bought them, she didn't even notice. I've been saying this for years now in my videos of Red Bull, that all they do is have this little strip of blue on the top and on the middle there that says sugar free. And on the blue cans, it's really hard to see, but even on the purple can, if you're not looking for it, you can't see it. So she saw both cans, she grabbed them both thinking they were the same drink. Lo and behold, they weren't. And I was a little annoyed and frustrated, not with her, but just in general, that now I could have done a video. I like to do them side by side for you guys so you can taste the sugar free and the sugar to see how close they are. But hey, you know what? These things happen. I am happy that my wife was considerate enough just to think of me when she was at the store about picking them up. So big shout out and thank you to my wife for picking them up. She didn't realize they were both different drinks, and I also did not realize that they were 2 separate drinks. So I have already reviewed this drink. So if you want to know about the sugar-free one, you can go check out that video. If you want to know about this one, you can check out this video. Let's taste it out. And here's the can, which you've already seen, but it does not have the blue on it, so it is not sugar-free. We already know that it has kind of a grapefruity kind of color, which it doesn't. It's light blue for the Blossom, and I am very curious how it's going to taste, because if you watch the first video, you'll know that I said that, well, if you didn't watch the first video, I'm not going to tell you what I said, because that's how I am. But I was very surprised by the grapefruit. I am surprised that Red Bull made another grapefruit after the failed grapefruit they made several years ago, and I'm curious if this one is actually going to be better because it has sugar, and when it comes to citrusy drinks, when it comes to grapefruit, they can be too acidic. That sugar can really pull back on that acidity. If they make it sweet enough, let's taste it out. Gotta go back in from the can after those crazy pours Caffeine Man does. Totally ruined the carbonation, Caffeine Man. What's this guy doing? This is the 12-ounce can, has 38 grams of sugar, 40 grams of carbs. All right, so for the review, I gotta tell you, extremely similar to the sugar-free version. I'm not really getting much of a different taste out of it whatsoever. If you are someone who can tell the artificial sweetener in there, they're not using aspartame anymore, so they are using sucralose. If you are sensitive to that sucralose flavor, you can probably tell that it does have a slight diet taste to the sugar-free one. I did not notice it much at all, but now that I am drinking this one that has sugar in it, I am recalling that it does taste a touch better than the sugar-free one because of that artificial sugar that is in there. But is this one a ton better because of the sugar? I don't think so. I would still like it to be a little bit sweeter, and even the other one I think might even still be a touch sweeter, but because it's the sucralose sweeter, it's sort of a slightly more diet sweeter compared to this one, the original sugar version. And ultimately, when it comes to the two, it's really gonna matter what your opinion is on sugar, or if you like sugar-free. I think that they are both great. I think that they both have just a subtle difference to them. And I don't think that the sugar-free one tastes diet. That's just the term I have to use because it is not real sugar. It's not artificial sugar. So it has that slightly artificial sugar flavor. Maybe I should say that's what it is. It's got a slightly artificial sugar flavor as opposed to diet. When I think diet, I think aspartame typically. So where's going to be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? I did rate the sugar-free one an 8.5, which is the highest rated grapefruit. There's not many grapefruits out there. So I am actually going to give this one an 8.6 because like I said, they are extremely similar. I think this one might taste a touch better, and that's just because it doesn't have that artificial sugar flavor. Even though the other one doesn't really taste artificial sugar, you're only going to taste it if you're sensitive to artificial sugars. Otherwise, I don't think many people are going to tell the difference between the two. Don't forget to say hello to Jasper and Presley. Those are my two little doggies. People want to see them in the videos, but they don't behave very well because they're only 1 year and 2 years old. So maybe another year or so. But there you go. You get their picture right there. Stay tuned next week. I do have a huge announcement coming up on my channel. It is actually one of the biggest announcements I've ever had to make on my channel. It's very exciting stuff. I hope you guys are going to be here to see it. And once you hear about it, you are going to want to tell your friends and family about it because it literally is. It's the biggest thing that's happened on my channel. I'm going to be posting on social media about it as well. In the meantime, if you want to see that original sugar-free review, you can check out that video right there. And if you want to see all of my Red Bull reviews, you can check out that playlist right there of all my Red Bull reviews. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night.